The Inside Secret with Bob Mallison.
Let's talk about the tough part of life, collection accounts. You get a notice from a collection agency and says, we are giving you notice that you have 30 days to challenge what we're going to do, because we're going to tell you you owe us $787 or whatever it is, and you have 30 days to challenge. Well, the first question is, challenge it. Why? Different laws come into effect. If you wait beyond that 30-day period, and 2 months from now you come back and say, I don't owe that. Well, yeah, you do. It says so right here. But if you challenge it, what they have to do, they have to validate it. They have to go back in and get up and get the real information from the creditor that you owe money to, and they're a collection agency. Now, the collections agencies handle 2 types of files. The first file is they are collecting for somebody and they earn a commission. Now, listen to this for a moment carefully. A collection agency makes no money until they collect money from you. So if you're going to spend money, you spend it wisely. And if we ever get involved in that, we help you. We seldom have people pay down and pay off their collections, even though you would think that might interfere with you getting a loan. Generally, it's not a big deal. We can generally work around that. But sometimes what we will do is we will go to a collection agency and they're collecting for another company. Let's say they're collecting for a telephone bill. Well, the first thing, they're going to have to follow the rules and regulations of the telephone company. They're not going to take a negotiated settlement in most cases. But they can collect the money and mark it paid. Now, if it's an old collection account, that would hurt your credit. Listen carefully. When you pay a collection account that's a couple years old, you now have lower credit, lower score. So you never do that unless they remove the account. And they're not going to move the account, in most cases, on a public utility. They won't do that. Now, the next type of collection account is where they're collecting for their own use. You have an account you've had for 3 years somewhere. Collection agency buys it for cents on the dollar. It's not unusual to pay 5, 10, 15 cents on the dollar for what you owe. And they will be glad to collect anything. Now, they'll give you the phony baloney, we need it all. But when push comes to shove and they realize that you're willing to pay a certain amount if they delete it from your credit report, and only if they do that. The only way they're going to earn money is when they collect money. Very few people do we have to see that they get their collection accounts taken care of. But you got to remember, they don't collect and make any money until you pay them something. So they would like to get that $2,300 that you owe, but you know, they probably wouldn't take $300. Would they take half? In most cases, in a heartbeat. Depends how old it is, and sometimes a lot less than that.
Bob Mallison has inside secrets that could save you thousands of dollars on your mortgage and refi. Call him and his team today at Consumers Mortgage, 805-383-0236.